Smiley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for December 2021. So Wednesday, December 1st, we're not wasting any time. We are starting this brand new month off with a bang with Neptune going direct. Now, Neptune has been retrograde since June of this year. We've had 5 months really break us down, really kind of push us into a place where we can't run from the truth. We've had a lot of tough love life lessons thrown at us, really forcing us to move inward, to align with our higher selves, to trust our intuition, to trust the universe's greater, grander plan. And for many of us, it's been very disorienting, very confusing. Now, Neptune does rule over dreams, spirituality, really kind of putting us in a place where we have to connect to the greater collective. This Neptune energy is in its place of power in Pisces. And this Piscean energy is at the very end of the astrological wheel. The end of the astrological wheel is when we piece everything together, when we connect the dots. We see the reasoning, the spiritual wisdom behind all of the hardship that we just went through. When Neptune is retrograde, essentially, we get the rose-colored glasses slapped off of our face. We can't run. The Neptune and Piscean energy is the escape artist of the zodiac. We'll want to run away anytime that life gets difficult, living in a la-la land that is kind of created based off of lies and illusions in order to make us feel better. We haven't been able to do that in 5 months. And we have had to face a lot of very harsh truths, not only within ourselves, but within the greater, grander collective. Again, we are in the middle of the Great Awakening. We are being forced out of our physical realms, pushed inwards. Again, there's a lot of, I'm going to say, divinely scripted events coming with this quote unquote pandemic, forcing us into isolation, into quarantine. What happens? We disconnect from the distractions of the 3D realm. We move inwards. We get really real with ourselves. We break through the hard ass mask of our ego, of our identity. And what do we find when we move inward? Our soul. Now, this has been very uncomfortable for some newbies that are just awakening, that do not have a spiritual practice, that haven't dabbled in the metaphysical realm, because it's a very scary place to be in, especially realizing that you have disowned your own power for far too long. Now, for those of us that are no strangers to the metaphysical realm, to this healing journey, we just had to unravel a brand new layer of lies and deception, of corruption and betrayal, starting with ourselves, where it is that we have not done ourselves a service by creating little white lies and imaginary versions and justifications on why we did what we did and, why we allowed other people to treat us the way that we have. It's because we were trying to fit into an egoic physical realm that has been created in order to suppress our spirituality, our true source energy. So now that Neptune is going direct, we're getting a little bit of help because we get to put those rose-colored glasses on. We get to soften the edges of the harsh truth, the harsh reality in which we had to face over this last 5 months. Yes, it does bring confusion. Yes, we should be feeling discombobulated. It is happening within eclipse season. We have this beautiful new moon solar eclipse taking place in Sagittarius this weekend. And Neptune is setting us up for a great awakening, for a great level up, for a great amount of inspiration to be triggered. Because now that Neptune is direct, we get to go back to dreamland. We get to go back to finding the empathy and compassion within ourselves. We just went through Scorpio season. We just went through a very deep, dark death, a deep transformation of our soul selves. And now we have to have compassion to integrate that wisdom and that life lesson into who it is that we are now, not being able to unknow the things that we were exposed to over the last 5 months. Neptune going direct is going to highlight for us where it is that we have to strengthen our intuition and really become a little bit more disciplined in our spiritual practice. It is highlighting for us where it is that we have to lean more into this energetic realm than the physical and egoic realm that we've all become a little bit too comfortable and in an uncomfortable situation with. Now, many of us are resisting change. And let me just tell you, it's better to roll than to be dragged. We have some major astro events taking place this month, preparing us for what 2022 is going to provide us with, which is a beautiful clean slate to actually rebuild, re-strengthen, reorganize some of the foundations and routines in our lives that are more in alignment to our authentic soul self. So Neptune moving direct is likely going to trigger a lot of emotion. Yes, we've been dealing with a lot of emotion, but it's been in our inner realms. The emotion, the aha moments, the dreams, the truth, everything that we've had to face within ourselves over the last 5 months, now we get to do something with it. When a planet stations direct, that shifts the inner struggle, the inner conflict into a realm where we can take that energy, good, bad, or otherwise, it's your choice, and actually do something with it in our physical realms. Many people have gotten distracted by the here and now, by the pain, by the fear, by the uncertainty of the here and now, and we have not been allowing ourselves to dream a bigger dream, to grasp a vision for the future. Why? Because the future sounds scary as hell right now. If our present moment feels this scary and uncertain, why would we even want to dabble in dreaming a bigger dream for the future, where fear-based insecurities are, reigning king right now? Well, let me tell you, it's because collectively we have more people awakened now than we ever have. It's because we are making connections to new light workers, to new star seeds each and every single day. It is because we are raising the vibration and the frequency of Mother Earth. As she bumps up, we bump up too. We are our most powerful selves right now. And this is a collective unification where we all get to kind of open our mind space, open our spiritual selves, our intuition, our higher selves on the same kind of dimensional plane where all together we are going to be dreaming a brand new dream for the future. This is the constant work that we have to do as light workers, as grid keepers, to create new Earth. New Earth is being created each and every single day. But many of us have been stuck in a fear-based uncertainty type of energy that is not proving to build new Earth in the kind of way in which we want it built. Neptune, now going direct, is going to give us that inner spiritual warrior power. We are going to even get even more bumped up in December when Chiron goes direct, unleashing all of the inner fury, all of the inner work that we've done, and unleash our spiritual warriors in a brand new level of this very interesting video game. So check in your chart where Neptune rules, where Neptune is transiting, because this is where you're going to finally see some movement moving forward. This is where we have the opportunity to step further away from the ego identity in which we've created that is currently being destroyed, and step 100% in our power, our complete power, with our higher selves, with the divine intellect, with the universal plan that we have all agreed to be a part of.